Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another installment of the Pokemon Storm Silver Nuzlocke Challenge. Couple of things, a guy named DragonJuice27 gave me a shout out in his subscriber special video, which was really cool. We learned a lot about the guy. He's a great YouTuber. He's doing a Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke of his own. Sorry I wasn't able to get videos up the past 2 days. I had to TCB, I had to take care of some business, I had to fuck some bitches and get some money. But anyways, let's just jump right in it. A little recap, we got Totodile as our starter, and Cynthia from the Sinnoh region gave us an Eevee, which is really cool. Alright, so we are talking to Mr. Pokemon now. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. I obtained the Mystery Egg, which I'm almost HIV positive it is a Togepi. Alright, a friend of mine from Ecruteak gave it to me. That is just freaking dandy. I bet you can't find this egg in Johto. I thought Professor Elm might be able to tell what this is. I'm pretty sure I'd be able to get it if I bred a Togepi. Or a Togetic, or whatever the hell. Alright, here your Pokemon should have some rest. Alright, cool. Heal my Pokemon. Biatch. Alright, and that theme for Professor Oak just kicked in, so I guess we're about to get a pokedex. I'm Professor Oak, a Pokemon researcher. So you're Griffin. Indeed I am. I was just visiting my friend Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. You are a stalker, Professor Oak. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon. I see you must be helping Professor Elm's research. I understand why Professor Elm gave you that Pokemon. You will treat your Pokemon with love and care, it seems. Who are you to tell me how I am and am not going to treat my Pokemon? Okay, he just had a weird discovery. You seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? I wouldn't. But of course I'm gonna have to, so just give me that Pokedex that you give everyone. Alright, and we have the Pokedex. Meet many kinds of Pokemon and complete that Pokedex. Do what I want, bitch. Do what I want. I have to get to Goldenrod for my usual radio show that nobody will listen to. I have a feeling that this is not the last time we'll meet. Let's exchange numbers, just to be on the safe side. Why do all these elderly men, or mature adults, want my phone number? Especially men. Are they planning to, like, rape me or something? Because I don't take kindly to being raped. Alright, oh god, Professor Elm's calling me. Hello, Griffin, it's a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh no. Please get back here now. So, I'm pretty sure Professor Elm just got raped. Alright, so let's go, shall we? While we're on the way, I think we have a rival battle coming up, so let's train Jaws. Get him up to level 8-ish, I guess, because that should be enough to defeat whatever. I think it'll be a level 5 Chikorita, maybe level 6, I don't know. But, yeah, I'm thinking about making this video 20 minutes, and when I say I think about, I mean I am, since I missed out on the past few days, but, let me know what you guys think. If you prefer the 10-minute videos or the 20-minute videos, it is no big deal to me. I can make, 20 minutes or 10 minutes, it's all just up to what you guys like. It's not a big deal for me. Alright, so he learned Rage, which is a completely crappy move that I totally hate. Never seen the point in Rage. A Kakuna. Or El Condom. Kakunas just look like condoms to me. I don't know. Alright, so we'll hit it with a water gun, and kill it in one shot with a crit. That is fantastic, because we get to move on faster. Alright, hopefully by the end of this video we'll be able to capture a Pokemon, and when I say capture, I mean actually use a Pokeball to catch a Pokemon and not get a free Pokemon like this Eevee was. Alright. So, let's go. We are in Goldenrod. Now it's time to heal our Pokemon. Alright. Another thing I've never understood in Pokemon, what is the point of Nurse Joy? All she does is put Pokemon on a tray and then put them in a machine. Couldn't anybody in the world do that? Or do you have to have some kind of special medical degree to put Pokemon on a tray and push a button. But whatever. Alright, so let's battle. Okay. So there's our rival. Apparently, I don't think he has a name. You got a Pokemon at the lab, what a waste. That's a Pokemon that's too good for a wimp like you. Don't you get what I'm saying? No, because I'm totally about to just massacre you with Jaws. And you're gonna have a shitty ass Chikorita, which is a loser. Freaking bean with legs. Alright, so let's scratch his level 5 Chikorita and dominate this fool. So he's going to use Growl and piss me off because it's just going to prolong the fact that he's going to completely and totally lose. Alright, so Growl again. Seriously, bro? You can't just use Tackle? You're gonna sit there on your high horse, thinking you're a badass, using Growl. Ha! Shove that crit up your asshole. Alright. Jaws gained 67 XP. That should be enough to level us up, and it is. Fantastic. Alright. So Jaws is almost level 10, and we are now, after kicking this dude's ass, do you want to know who I am? Going to be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Somehow I highly doubt that. What's going on? Give it back. That's my trainer card. Oh no, you saw my name. What's his name? Okay. I guess we'll never know. Alright, so we are walking, heading back to our hometown of New Bark in a galloping sprint to Professor Elm's lab. Let's see what the hell is wrong with him. A cop. Who called the Popo? Who are you? We are investigating the case of the missing Pokemon here. Rule number 1, whoever did it will come back to the site. Oh my, so you must be the one who did it. No, asshole, I didn't do it. Hold on a sec, he has nothing to do with it. I saw it, there was a red-haired boy looking into the building. Good for him. Good for him. What? You battled a boy like that? Yes, I did. Did you happen to get his name? Okay, so let's pick his name. Alright. How about... yeah, that should work. I like that name. Wait. Cunny. His name shall be Cunny, because he is a Cunny. So Cunny was his name. Alright, my next assignment is to search for this red-haired individual. So our rival Cunny is the red-haired individual, apparently. Griffin, I'm glad they understand you are innocent. Yes, I am. But you should probably speak in the past tense next time. Griffin, this is terrible. Again, if I ever over-exaggerate my A's, it's because I'm from the South, and that tends to happen a lot, and it sucks a lot, but we'll just have to live with it. This egg may be something I've never seen. It's still just an egg. What do you mean it may be something you've never seen? It either is or is not. Mr. Pokemon is always fascinated by eggs. Well, since he gave it to us, we might as well find out what secret it holds. I'll keep it for a while to find out about the egg. Good for you. What? Oak gave you a pokedex? Griffin, is that true? Yes, it is true. I just showed it to you, apparently. That's incredible. It is superb at seeing the potential of people as trainers. Wow, I knew you were a little different. Thanks? Things are going to be fun. I'm sure they will be. Your Pokemon seem to really like you, so why don't you ... take the Pokemon Gym Challenge? If you manage to defeat all the gym leaders, blah blah blah, we know, we beat the champion, we go to Kanto, we fuck shit up. You come back and do it all over again. Challenging the gyms scattered around will be a long journey. Before you leave, make sure you talk to your mom. Okay, so Elm sent us on a mission to talk to our lovely, lovely mother, and tell her that we are leaving home and never coming back for anything ever. I'm not even going to leave my cash with this lady, I doubt it. Okay, I'll help too, but what can I do for you? I guess you can save our money, and we can use it at the end of the game. Yeah, we'll let you save our money. Okay, I'll take care of your money, and when I say end of the game, I mean like when we go to face the Elite Four. Because since this is a Nuzlocke, we're definitely going to have to buy potions and have an ample amount of them. Especially when we have the Elite Four, because that will be a challenge. Alright, so we are officially heading out on our adventure. Oh my god, this bitch again. Alright, nice girl. Tell me what's going on. You can catch wild Pokemon with Pokeballs. No shit. Really? What the hell's going on? Just like that. Huh? Was I too fast? I'll try again. Come this way. No, you were just fine. Yes, I do know. Okay, thank you so much for understanding that I already know how to catch Pokemon. Okay, that is just awesome. We don't have to watch her catch a Pokemon with that stupid Meryl Peekaboo. Alright, our first wild Pokemon, let's see what it is. A Pidgey. Level 3 female Pidgey. Let's catch us a Pidgey. Alright, so we're gonna use... Actually, I don't want to risk killing it. So I'm just gonna switch into Klepto. And, who sadly is adamant nature, so he may kill it as well. But that Pidgey already knows Gus, so that is just terrific. Hopefully we don't kill the thing. Alright, Tackle. Please don't kill it. Okay, that just went great. Alright, cool. Alright, so this Pidgey has extremely low health. We're gonna go to our bag. Our Pokeballs. She gave us 15 Pokeballs. That is just awesome. That is 15 Poke money I get to save on Pokeballs. I don't know what the hell I just said. Anyways, we just got a Pidgey. So, time to give it a nickname. Pidgey's data was added to the pokedex. Good, nobody gives a shit. Okay, give a nickname to the Pidgey. Yes, we shall. We're gonna call you... let's call you... Okay, I got it. Sorry. Beak, spelled with 2 E's, because we are badasses. Alright, so let's check this Pidgey out. Alright, Beak. Jolly nature, up speed, down special attack, which is pretty freaking good for a bird type. And we got Tangled Feet, which is pretty awesome. What that does is it lowers if Pidgey got confused, it would lower the accuracy of any attacking Pokemon, but we could still hurt ourselves in our confusion, which kind of sucks, but let's go ahead and heal our Pokemon for good measure, just in case we run into some kind of crazy Pokemon who sweeps us, which you never know, because we ran into a Caterpie that knows Snore. So, God knows it could happen. Alright, so let's head off on our adventure. Finally, we don't have to do all this coming back and forth. Actually, I don't want to catch a Pokemon up there, because later in the game, you can go higher up on that route, and there's much better Pokemon than a Geodude or a Spearow you would find. Plus, we already have a Pidgey. Alright, so this Pidgey, we're gonna murder. We get Jaws up to level 10 before I start training Klepto and or Pidgey. Or Beak, I mean. Alright, so I think it's pretty cool how Pidgey already know Gus to level 3. If they already knew that in the regular games, then I would not know. But just the fact that they do now is cool enough for me, to the point where I just don't give a shit. Alright, so let's do some running. Alright, we're in Cherry Grove. Don't really need to heal, and we're not. Well, actually, there are some trainers up ahead, so who knows, that 3 damage or so, however much damage that Pidgey did to us, could be a deciding factor in a battle with a Rattata or whatever. Alright, so that fish is going to put our balls on that tray. Alright. Thank you, Nurse Joy. Alright, so let's go! And we're gonna get a chance to catch another Pokemon now. Alright, let's see what it is. Please, God, don't be a Surskit. Crap. I really don't want this Pokemon. But, just in case Jaws dies, it's not a terrible Pokemon. So we'll catch it, but I think I'm just gonna put it in the box for now. Unless I kill it, in which case that's just too bad. But, no, we didn't kill it, so we'll put it in the box. It already knows a stab water move, which is pretty good for it, but not in a battle with a Totodile. Alright, so since we have 15 Pokeballs, well 14 now, we can afford to spare one. So, let's go to the good old bag and throw us a Pokeball at a Surskit. Alright. The ball is wiggly balls. And we caught us a Surskit. Not really what I was looking for on this route. Preferably a Caterpie or even a Seedot would have been okay with me. I wouldn't have really cared. Because Shifter's pretty cool. Yes, we have to give a nickname to it, so we'll call you, alright, I got it. Sorry for that clicking. Alright, and perfect. Just the amount of letters we need. Alright, so Nipplehead the Surskit. Which, if it ever evolves into a Mesprit, or whatever the heck that Pokemon's called, is pretty unfortunate. Hardy Nature, that's his name. Nipplehead, because he has a huge yellow nipple on his head. He has no up or down to stats, which is pretty good. It's okay. Which basically means we can train him however we like. However, I don't plan on using him. Alright, so not really gonna go heal, because all that Surskit did was 2 damages, and we can take care of this Metapod, who probably only knows Harden relatively easy. Alright, so let's kill it and move on. Wild Metapod used Harden. Good for you. I've always thought Harden is kind of a sexual move, because maybe that Metapod's getting a raging hard-on. But this Metapod is extremely hard right now, but it's kind of a waste since we're using Water Gun. So poo-poo for you, Metapod. Alright, level 51. Alright, let's go ahead, or not level 51, I'm an idiot. 51 XP, so let's go ahead and get him to level 10 before we battle these trainers. Alright, a Caterpie. Go, Jaws, massacre this Caterpie. I just said massacre. I mean massacre. String shot. You gonna slow me down with your silky string shot, you stupid Caterpie? Alright, scratch that bitch, Jaws. Bitch slap him with your claws. Alright, and his ass is dead. And a critical hit will put you down for the count. Alright, so one more Pokemon, and that should do it. Alright, so a C dot. This thing knows Bide. I'm switching out to my Surskit. If he uses Quick Attack, just when the heck does C dot learn Quick Attack? Okay, half damage. That's enough to kill this thing no matter what move it uses. Alright. I would have actually preferred it if used Bide. Alright, so it is dead, and that should put Jaws right at level 10. Alright, perfect. Alright, guys, so next time we go and battle some trainers.